Hi guys, I hope all is well. So we have an O-level past paper question from the year 2018. The session is October-November. This is question number 7. We'll have a look at transformations, matrices and use ratio to find the area of triangles. So let's start. In this question they've given us a grid. On that grid there is a triangle mapped which is called A. The question reads triangle A is drawn on the grid. Transformation P is represented by the matrix -2, 0, 0 and -2. P maps triangle A onto triangle B. Draw and label triangle B. That means we need to multiply this matrix right here with every coordinates, every point of the edge of this triangle. Okay, so let's start. We multiply -2, 0, 0, -2. We have to repeat the process thrice because there are 3 points with this. So 2 and 3 are the coordinates of this point. When you multiply this, you get -4 and -6. Okay, let's do the same for the other coordinates. 0, -2. Let's pick up another point first and let's do it for this point. So 2 and 1. So when you multiply 2 and 1, you get -4 and -2. Let's repeat the process for the last point. -2, 0, 0, -2 times this point right here, which has coordinates 3 and 1. So write 3 and 1 over here and you multiply this, so you get -6 and -2. Now let's map these points on the grid. So first -4 and -6, which is going to be right here. Then this point, -4 and -2, -4 and -2, it's going to be here. Then -6 and -2. This point is here. Let's connect these points to make a triangle. 1 second. This line over here. Then this line over here. 1 second. And then this line over here. Okay, so we have our triangle. This triangle is called triangle B. Let's move on. The next part of the question says describe fully the single transformation P. They're talking about this transformation. So first of all, this looks like an enlargement because A is increasing in size and flipping and becoming B. So let's write enlargement first. Enlargement. The second point that we can mention here is the center of enlargement. The center of enlargement. But let's find the coordinates of that center point. So let's connect different points on these two triangles with each other. Let's connect the corresponding points in fact. 1 second. So you have one line over here. Then let's connect this point. So you would have another line over here. Okay. So as you can see, these lines intersect at the origin. So the coordinates of the point of the center of enlargement are 0 and 0. Center of enlargement at 0 and 0. Let's talk about the scale factor now, because that's the last thing. So the scale factor in this case is mentioned in the transformation matrix right here, which is -2. So the scale factor is -2. We're done with this part. Now it says write down the ratio area of triangle A is to area of triangle B. Now the area of triangle A and B can be compared by looking at their heights. So the height of this triangle is 2 and the height of this triangle is 4, but you square them first. So A squared is to B square is actually 2 square is to 4 square, which gives us 4 is to 16, which simplifies to 1 is to 4, which is your answer. 1 is to 4 is the ratio between their areas. Let's move on. Transformation Q is represented by the matrix 1, 0, 0, -1. Q maps triangle B onto triangle C. Draw and label triangle C. In order to draw and label triangle C, we need to find the new coordinates. So we would need to multiply this matrix by every edge or every point on of triangle B. So let's start from one of these points. So let me write this first. 1, 0, 0, -1 multiplied by some coordinates of B, and what do we get? So let's multiply it by this point first. So we have -4 and -6. -4 and -6. So we get negative 4 and positive 6. Okay, let's do it for another point. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and squeeze the working over here so that we can complete the entire question. Okay, let's pick up another point. This is the other point we're going to do right now. Negative 6 and negative 2. One second. Negative 6 and negative 2. When you multiply this by this matrix, you get negative 6 and you get positive 2. Okay, the last point, of course, is 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1 multiplied by the last point, which is right here, negative 4 and negative 2. So you write negative 4 and negative 2. Let's multiply this. You get negative 4 and you get positive 2. So let's plot this point first. Negative 4 and 6. Negative 4 and 6 is going to be here. Then let's plot this point, negative 6 and 2. Negative 6 and 2 is going to be here. Then let's plot the last one, negative 4 and 2. Negative 4 and 2 is going to be here. Okay, now let's join all of these coordinates by straight lines so that we have our complete triangle. One second. So this line over here gets connected, and then this line gets connected, and then this over here gets connected. So we have our new triangle. This is called triangle C. Okay, let's move on. The last part of the question says transformation Y is represented by the matrix 1, 0, 0 and 3. Y maps triangle A onto triangle D. Find the matrix that represents the transformation that maps triangle D onto triangle A. We need to find the inverse of this matrix. Okay, let's write a pseudo matrix first. So a pseudo matrix looks like this: A, B, C, D. The inverse of this matrix would actually be in this form: 1 over the determinant multiplied by, now A and D get switched. So you have D and A, and the signs of B and C, they change to negative, negative and negative. But how do we find the determinant? Determinant is found by multiplying AD and subtracting BC from it. So let's do it. Let's do it for this matrix right here. So we have 1, 0, 0, 3. When we flip it, first of all, let's write 1 over something, and we'll find that later on. When we flip these numbers, we get 3 over here, 1 over here, 0 remains here and 0 remains here because the negative 0 is again 0. Let's find the determinant for this matrix. So 3 times 1, because A times D, 3 times 1 is 3, of course, minus 0 times 0 is 0. So you eventually get 3. So it's 1 over 3. This is your answer, but if you want to further simplify it, you multiply the determinant by this matrix. When you do that, your final answer becomes 1, 0, 0 and 1 over 3. So you can write the values here: 1, 0, 0, 1 over 3. I hope this question made sense. The complete working of this question is present in the description below for you to download. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.